Hello, right, today as you can see playing 1994 from Vision Software in 1983. But it's one of the ones that Brian Dickinson sent me a few weeks ago and I gratefully received. Now I wasn't in any kind of hurry to get round to this because I didn't know it at all. But once I published my video of Nifty Lifty, which was another game that came in the pack, a couple of people commented, Philip Barrett on YouTube and George Cropper on Facebook, that the main sprite graphic, a character called Smithy, and the death sound that occurs whenever you bite the farm are exactly the same, and they're both written by Kay Besant, as you can see there. So I don't know whether or not they're sequels, prequels to each other, whatever, I don't know, but you will see what I mean. Now, whereas Nifty Lifty was a really fun sort of frantic arcade style game, this is more a rock hard platformer, and you'll see what I mean as we go into it. So it's 6 and 7 for left and right, 0 to jump. Now there's me in the bottom right, and now I've got to avoid all these baddies and collect that key that you can see on the second level, make my way all the way up to the top and to where the keyhole is, and then that's the end of the level, supposedly. I wouldn't be able to tell you much more than that because I've never seen it. Oh, for God's sake, I've never seen it. This game is really hard. That's not to say it isn't enjoyable to a degree. It's not Airwolf hard or anything like that, but it's really challenging, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people found it quite off-putting. Now, I've been playing this for 40 odd minutes, and like I say, I mean, I've not managed to get off the this screen. Now, we all know how useless I am at playing games, but even so, you know, it's not forgiving at all. And that bird thing flying around is the ultimate pain in the arse. It will, if it catches you, it will take you all around the screen from wherever you are, and it will dump you right the way back at the start. And you know, that really will poke your Tourette's gland. Now, you have to wait for these platforms to come up so that you can get across. Now, where's the bird going to go? The bird needs to fuck off. Oh, excuse me. Now, this is uncharted territory here. I've not got this far before. You may be seeing a first. Oh, he's got the finish line in sight. Wow. Now, you are, of course, up against a time limit, which you can see in the bottom right. Now, oh, good Lord. Yay, I suppose. What happens next, then? Come on, how do I go into the... Oh, my God, look at that. That's not going to be a pain in the arse, this one, is it? Yeah, its challenges probably... I wouldn't be surprised if it was off-putting for a lot of people, because there's a lot for your eyes to, as you can see, to be focusing on in this game. And, you know, it's... You don't have much room to... Mind you, you don't in many sort of platform games have much room for manoeuvre, do you? But this, I mean, fair enough, it's the first time I've ever been on this screen, so... But even so, bloody hell. Oh, I'm going to be shagged before I get to the end here, aren't I? Oh, look at that. It's just there's an awful lot. That's just screen 2. Now, you did witness a first there in that Baz got all the way to screen 2, so I was disadvantaged there by the fact that I knew even less what I was doing than I did. Right, let's put me proper name in and let's be proud of myself. Baz. Oh, right, okay. Oh, well, if that got me top score, then let's just zoom in a bit. Then everyone else on that list, Mr. And Baz at the bottom, must have been really shit. Right, let's have another go at that. It's going to start me here again. Let's see. My question to you, as always, is going to be, if you do remember this game. Now, it's an obscure one for me, but if you do remember it, oh, for God's sake, what are your memories of it? Did you enjoy it? Did you love it? Did you loathe it? Did you find it just way too ridiculously hard? Which I have to say is probably probably the angle I'm sort of coming at it from. It's not a bad game at all, but it's just way too hard. And you can imagine someone like a kid or whatever getting this in with their sort of Spectrum in sort of 1983 and trying to play it, and of course there's no sort of YouTube walkthroughs, there's no RZX archive YouTube channel you can sort of like at least get a slight hint of what to do. You know, how many people would have just given up with this one? But people did persevere. You know, there are fans of Technician Ted. I'm not one of them. It's probably the most difficult game I've played recently. Whether or not it's the most difficult one ever, I don't know. But hey ho, what do you think the most difficult game is, Spectrum game that you've ever played is? Oh, game over. Right, that's going to be video over as well. That was just a brief look at 1994. It's going to be unfair of me to actually do it as a review because I couldn't see that much of the game because of its difficulty level, but that's probably equally in part down to the fact that I'm really hopeless at playing games as opposed to a genuine fault in the game itself. I like the fact that it's got the nifty bits and pieces in it that I mentioned. I also like the sense of achievement I got just then when I actually completed that level for the first time. That was a world first on YouTube as well. Wow. Right, so as ever, if you like the video, please let me know. If you wish to subscribe, please do so. If you do subscribe, please make sure that you take the time to join in some of the conversations. It's what it's all about. Right, take care of yourselves. Bye.